You knew Mr. Tata at very close quarters. Can you give us a sense of what is it that you think made him so special? The country seems to be in mourning. It's almost as if everyone had some connect with Mr. Tata. What is it that you think made him strike such a direct chord with so many people?
So, Rahul, let me start by saying that our families have been friends for more than a couple of generations. So, it does feel like a personal loss for sure. My father and he, in particular, were very close friends. Um, he called me the day after my father passed and said, you have a friend at the end of a telephone line in me, and you can call me anytime. I can't forget that he stood behind me all through my father's funeral, that too wearing a suit. He was pretty drenched by the end of it all. I think his biggest legacy goes beyond this industry. His footprint, as we know, extends beyond this industry. He impacted India in a very real way. I think his legacy as a humanitarian and as a philanthropist will actually be larger than his legacy as an industrialist, which in itself has been very large and very profound. I knew him from very close quarters. I saw him as, and in the role of a partner. I saw him as a member of his board. I was on the board of Tata Steel, and have a lot of very interesting memories, rich memories. I remember I was on the board of Tata Steel when the Tatas were going through a transition. You still had, veterans from the group being wheeled into the boardroom in wheelchairs, and I could see his extreme discomfort. He also had spoken to me about it, but he was always very courteous, very polite, and that was a man. That was the man. Very simple, led a very frugal life. From what I know, he lived in a very simple home. Uh, Hardly had two or three domestic staff at home, despite the fact that he was aging and needed help. The only luxury he allowed himself were, I think, he spent on clothes and shirts and suits. Nothing really beyond that. So he was truly a humanitarian. I think he run the Tata Group truly like a trustee of shareholders and of the people. His involvement with some of the Tata charities was quite deep. Um, of course, he was very low profile, shunned publicity, stayed away from the limelight. I guess you guys know that better than anyone else. So, a giant of a man, he leaves a legacy and a life that I think we should all celebrate.